Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is KawzNova and I have something very special for you today. We are going to be doing an unboxing of the brand new trading card game Star Wars Unlimited. We have the very first set, Spark of the Rebellion, just released March 8th in conjunction with Fantasy Flight Gaming, Lucasfilms, and Disney, of course. Very excited to get into this set. We are looking for case chases. There is what is known as a showcase rarity, one in every 2 cases. So we've got a 0.5 pull rate on those case chases per case. So we're looking at one in every other case. I did open up this case with some friends over on the live stream. Check us out on Poke Flight Club if you weren't there. So we cracked the case together. We went through half the case. There's 6 cases in every box. We did 3 boxes for some viewers and homies of mine. We didn't hit the showcase, so I decided to go ahead and pick up the other 3 boxes. So today we're going to be chasing the showcase rarity, the top rarity of the Star Wars TCG Unlimited set. We're going to see if we've got it. We've got 3 boxes to make it happen, starting off with the very first box. The set is called Spark of the Rebellion. We'll be talking about rarities. We'll be talking about typing. We'll be talking about all the different things like units and vehicles and bases and leaders and how the game works just a little bit today. So stay tuned. Join me for a trip into the galaxy. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the box before we get into it. We have the Star Wars Unlimited TCG set here. As I mentioned earlier, it is entitled the Spark of the Rebellion, the very first set they are releasing. There are 24 booster packs per box, and I believe we have, I want to say it's like 12 cards per pack, but we can check that out when we get into the box. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this unboxing. Star Wars Unlimited TCG Spark of the Rebellion. Let's go for it. All right, we got our box knife here. Hopefully bring us some good luck. As I mentioned earlier, the top rarities of this TCG are going to be called showcase. Showcase. So we're looking for some showcases. We do know the pull rates on those so far, at least what I've heard and seen online, is about 1 per every 2 cases. So we're looking at a 0.5 case rate hit rate. I have 3 boxes, so we're going to be able to check it out and see what we can pull out of those 3 boxes. So the backstory on this box is we opened the case fresh over on the Poke Flight Club. There's 6 boxes per case. We opened up 3 of those boxes and there were 3 left. In those 3 boxes, we did not find that case chase rarity, the showcase. So I went ahead and picked up the other 3 boxes left in the case with the chances that there might still be a showcase in there. We're going to jump into this first box hoping to find it, but we're also going to use this time to talk about rarities. We're going to talk about hits. We're going to talk about strategies and how the game is played. So thank you all so very much for joining me for this video. We are jumping in on the Star Wars Unlimited Spark of the Rebellion booster box. Let's see what we got here. 24 packs of magic. 24 packs of magic. All right, here we go. Check out the pack art. These are really cool. I noticed when I was opening these on the live stream too, these packs are not like celluloid based. They're almost like a paper base, which I don't know. I kind of like more. It's almost more gratifying opening them up, getting that tear. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and talk about the packs though. So starting it off, we have every pack starts off with a leader and a base. These 2 things are going to be crucial to the card game. Every deck is going to need a leader and a base, so every pack gives you a leader and a base. Whether that's a rare leader, a hyperspace leader, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, or maybe just a common. And as we can see here in the bottom right, we do have our rarity of the cards. Down here we have the C for common, we can have a U for uncommon, we can have an R for rare, and we can have an L for legendary. That is the 4 rarities of the Star Wars TCG Unlimited set. Now, those 4 rarities can come in 4 different styles. Those 4 different styles are, we have here the base common style. Say this is a common, so this is the base style. It can also come in a hyperspace rarity, which is a borderless rarity where this black border is gone and the art extends to the border. It can also come in this type of rarity with the black border, but hollow. So you can have this card, but hollow. But you can also have it as a hyperspace borderless, non-hollow, and hollow. So there's 4 versions there. You have this version, non-hollow and hollow, and then you also have the borderless version, hollow and hollow, the hyperspace version. And we'll get into that as soon as we pull our first hyperspace. But without further ado, now that we've talked a little bit about the rarities, let's jump on into this. We have Grand Moff Tarkin as a leader common. Jumping into our first base is going to be Command Center as a common, non-hollow. So we didn't hit that. Let's see what we've got here. Jumping in, now the cards are going to turn vertical. We have Alliance Dispatcher. In the game, we're going to have ground units and space units. This is a ground unit. You can indicate that by the top 2 boxes up here. It is a unit. It is a ground unit. It is a rebel down here. We have further archetype abilities. Let's go ahead and talk about what's on the card. Up here at the top, we have our summoning cost in the yellow 1. We have our attack here in the red, and we have our health of the unit in blue. So now we know a little bit about what we're looking at on the cards. We do have some indicators up here for Rebel, Alliance, and different types of archetypes, and you can see the cards do have colored themes, which becomes important during the deck building and cost and synergy for the game. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go, but jumping into our second card of the first pack, we have Snowspeeder. This is a unit ground. We have Resilience. Now we have an upgrade. We have upgrades, events. We also have units in the game. We have bases, leaders, units, events, and upgrades. This is an upgrade card, sort of like a trainer or a support card or an item card in Pokemon, or a magic card or a spell card in Yu-Gi-Oh! This is an upgrade. Resilience looks like it's a cost and gives us 3 health, if you see +3 there down in the bottom right. Now we have a Death Storm Stormtrooper ground unit, common, academy upgrade. We have a Scout Bike Pursuer unit ground Snow Swoop Racer, Viper Probe Droid, a Bounty Hunter Crew. This is pretty cool. Big 6 cost, 4 attack, 4 health with some effects here. And keywords that we're going to have to learn if we're getting into this TCG, like Ambush, and I've seen a few others. We have here a first space unit, or I think it's our first space unit, a Cartel Spacer. We can see that here indicates space unit, and you'll see this on the playmat when you check out the playmat. It looks like ground units, I believe, go on the left, space units go on the right, and you've got your base and leader in the center. So keeping it moving forward, we're getting closer here. You can see we moved into our uncommons. There's a U down in the bottom right. Mon Mothma. This art is awesome. Ruthless Raider, another uncommon. Getting into it, we have a rare per pack. Here is our Relentless Space unit as a rare non-holo, and we do have 1 holo per pack, whether that be a borderless or a non-borderless. It is a common holo. It is Battlefield Marine, our first holo, and you can see here a little bit of that shine. All right, so I know that was a lot of information in one pack. Maybe we'll cut that up for you, but let's go ahead and continue. Get these cards boxed up, get it sleeved up. We will be using Cardic sleeves, playmats, and top loaders today, so let's go ahead and get that Battlefield. We're actually going to use card savers. I thought about top loaders, but top loaders take a little bit more time, and I kind of prefer the card savers because I've gotten so fast with them over on the Poke Flight Club. But let's go ahead and get that sleeved up. Bing bong, our first pack. I'm going to set that holo down over here. Where are we going to put this huge stack of cards that is eventually going to stack up? We'll set them over there to be later sorted and used for deck building. We are heading into our second pack of Star Wars Unlimited Spark of the Rebellion. Let's get after it. Looks like our pack art here is Leia Organa. We've got Admiral Thrawn, Chewie, Leia Organa, and we'll see some more pack arts as we go. Oh, it's so satisfying. I love that like paper pack peel. As we talked about, we'll be starting every pack with a leader, and here we have a rare leader. So we have common leaders, we have rare leaders, uncommons, and of course legendary leaders. Here we have the Han Solo rare leader. Pretty sick. We can use that to build a Han Solo. We have our first hyperspace rare of the box. This is what I was talking about earlier. So you can see here this card is borderless, extending all the way out to the edges. It is a non-holo common, and it's important here because cards will maintain their rarity all the way up. So even if it is a hyperspace and holo, if the card is a common, it's still going to have that C at the bottom, which is interesting because some of the showcases still have that C at the bottom. But we have Waylay here, our first hyperspace. I keep saying hyperspace rare. It's not a hyperspace rare. It's a hyperspace, is the rarity. Borderless and a common. Waylay looks like return a leader unit to its owner's hand, a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. All right, continuing on into the box. Looks like we have another Thrawn pack. Of course, we're going left side, best side. Gotta be left side, best side. All right, jumping in for our leader card. What do we have here? It is that a hyperspace? Yes, it is. We have a hyperspace Grand Admiral Thrawn, and that is a rare leader. Ooh, followed up by a hyperspace Catacombs of Kadara as a common, but still a nice hyperspace. TIE Fighter. I think we're heading in. Ooh, a hyperspace rare, and we were talking about these earlier. As you can see, the art extends to the borders. This is a hyperspace, not a rare, a hyperspace. Rarity, I should say. It is still retaining that common rarity from the card, but we have it in a hyperspace full art form. Coming up, Underworld Thug. It is a hyperspace. It might be more comfortable to call these full arts. The official rarity is called a hyperspace. As you can see, the art does extend to the border. A Viper probe droid, but does maintain its original rarity. Still a common, even though it is a hyperspace. It looks like we've got a hyperspace holo. It is Emperor Palpatine, hyperspace holo. I will take it. I will take it. Do it. Do it! Join me, Anakin, on the dark side. That was probably terrifying, but, you know. First, oh, we got a legendary. We got a legendary, that little L down in the bottom right. What is it? We have the Devastator. It is a space unit legendary. Unfortunately, it is not hyperspace. As you can see, it's not a full art. What's it followed up by? It is followed up by a resupply holo. I'll take it. Our first legendary of the box with a little L down here on the right. Legendary seems to be our highest named rarity. It goes common, uncommon, rare, and legendary. It is a rare Jedi lightsaber upgrade, assuming this is going to be a pretty good upgrade. I mean, it's a lightsaber. And, ooh, legendary Boba Fett holo. Let's go. Yo, I pulled one of these from my man D the other day. I think we looked this up. I think it's like 40 or 50 bones on TCG Player right now. The Boba Fett holo legendary. There's also a hyperspace version of this, which means like a borderless version of this. This is obviously not the borderless version, but hey, I will take it. The Boba Fett leader, or legendary, not a leader, in fact. This is like the character version. It's a unit ground, but it is legendary and it is holo, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're looking at, like I said, 40, 50 bucks on TCG. As, oh, another legendary in the last two packs. It's not going to be holo, but it is the Boba Fett. There it is. So we've got the holo version of this and the non-holo. We just hit two Boba Fett legendaries in the same box. That is gas. We think, I mean, Boba Fett's the top chase and as the showcase, and the legendary is quite high as it is. So I definitely think the deck is going to be quite popular, if not maybe meta. We're going to find out. Boba Fett, second legendary. Blizzard Assault AT, Legendary Hyper Rare, Legendary Hyperspace. It is Force Lightning, Legendary Hyperspace. It is going to be a non-holo, but another Legendary. I think that's Legendary number 4 from the box, and it is a Hyperspace. Beautiful. With, 2 more cards. What's happening here? A rare base, Jeddah City, and a holo Bail Organa rare? Banger pack for last pack magic? Like that, what? We got 2 rares, so like the legendary took the spot of an uncommon, and then we have the Jeddah City. I'll take it. Triple banger pack for last pack magic. Wonderful. Well, let me get all this sleeved up and let's talk about our hits today. Okay, so now that we have opened up the entire booster box, all 24 packs of the Star Wars Unlimited Spark of the Rebellion set, let's talk about the box hits we picked out that I personally liked and some value we got back on the box. So looking over at TCG Player, and we will have these linked down in the description, so make sure to check it out because prices do fluctuate and it'll probably change a little bit since the recording date of this video. Over on the far right here, we have the Force Lightning Hyperspace Legendary. That is going for about 21 bucks right now. 21 bones and berries over on TCG Player right now. We have the 2 Boba Fett legendaries, 2 Boba Fett ground unit legendaries, 1 holo, 1 non-holo. Unfortunately, there's only 1 listing for this on TCG Player, and it doesn't distinguish between holo and non-holo. So we're going to go ahead and assume that the legendary non-hyperspace holo is about 52 based on what TCG Player has it listed for. And we also have the non-holo legendary. We pulled them both in the same box. So we'll just assume that one's maybe half the cost, around 20. So we're looking at 21, 20, 52, and we have the Black Wing Legendary as well. I believe this to be Poe Dameron Ship. Correct me in the comments down below if I am wrong, and that one going for about 10 bucks as well. So altogether we got 10 bucks, we got 21 bucks, that's like 30 bucks. Plus the 20 Boba Fett, we're looking at 50 bucks. Plus the other 50, we're looking at about 100 bucks. And I got this box over at Crossing for right around that. So this box pretty much paid for itself, including all the holos and everything else we have there, which is pretty awesome. I'm not going to be selling any of these. I'm going to be playing them and definitely ripping some more boxes. I've got a few more boxes, so y'all might see a few more videos of us chasing those showcase hits now and trying to build those Boba Fett decks. But thank you all so very much for joining me for today's video. My name was KawzNova, and we opened up the Star Wars Unlimited TCG Spark of the Rebellion, just released March 8th in conjunction with Disney, Lucas Limited, and Fantasy Flight Gaming. Thank you all so very much for joining me. Make sure to check these cards out with me over on the Poke Flight Club on TikTok, live 5 days a week. You can check out the schedule in the L Treat down in the description below. Of course, a big shout out to my sponsors, Crossing Incorporated, Tattoo Aftercare Brand Protected, and of course, 9K Media for bringing this beautiful video together. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.